Hello, everybody. I wanted to pop on here really quickly. I'm getting this really firm nudge. My guides will nudge me and tell me when it's time to share a message. And I wanted to share the message around how do you know when the universe is telling you it's time to make change? So really quickly, I want to share with you a couple of examples. So what I've learned after 2 years of channeling for clients privately, before I formally came out last year due to my guides telling me it was time to start channeling for reaching the masses around the planet, because my mission and purpose is here to help you find yours and align with yours. And over the last couple of years channeling for clients, I have seen many times, most of the time when clients come to me, they've reached the end of their rope, they feel like, and they're desperate for help in making decisions. And when they share with me what's been going on in their life, I can see very, very quickly, right away, that the universe is turning up the heat in areas of their life to help them make different decisions. So it can be anywhere from it's time to change jobs, or it's time to potentially dissolve a partnership. It's time to start listening to their children in a different way. There's so many things that the universe guides us in when we're here. We create a blueprint before we incarnate, and along with that blueprint, we co-create soul contracts with people in our lives and experiences to help us along the way. So I'll give you an example. A soul contract / the universe is telling us to make some changes example. One of my clients shared a story with me last summer. She shared that her and her husband and her 12-year-old daughter had just gotten home from somewhere, and it was pouring down rain. And my client went to get out of the car. She opened the car door, and there was a big puddle there. And she didn't want to step into the puddle, so she took about 30 seconds or 45 seconds, not even a minute, to kind of strategize how she would get over this puddle. And her daughter is sitting in the back seat. Her 12-year-old daughter is sitting in the back seat. And after about 45 seconds, her daughter said, "Oh my God, why do you have to make everything so hard?" And my client was really kind of surprised by that. So when we looked at what that was about, I asked my guides to show me what that was about. Her daughter had been getting increasingly irritated over some time, and it was because a couple of reasons. Her daughter has a soul contract in this lifetime to help keep my client playful. They showed that my client's daughter is a playful sprite, is how they kind of worded it. She's a playful sprite, and she loves having fun and playing, and she's here to be bold and bring the playfulness into her family, because my client and her husband took on a couple of pretty heavy soul contracts in this lifetime. So her daughter agreed to co-create a soul contract to come and incarnate with her to help keep playfulness in her life. So her daughter had been increasingly getting more agitated over the last few months, and it was because the universe was using her and her soul contract to help my client realign with the playful path that she so desperately needed. And a lot of us, I'm sure, can relate to that. Sometimes if you're finding that things are getting heavy or hard in your life, you'll find that the universe will start guiding you back to a different path. And usually that path is to lighten up. It's to play. It's to experience more joy and playfulness in our life, because that's what we're here to do. We just forget once we come here that we signed up to take on missions and to learn certain things, and that we have contracts with people that could push our buttons, but it's on purpose in order to help us along our way. So the universe will use people and experiences to turn up the heat in order to guide us back to our highest path. And I share this example quite a bit. Before I left corporate, my corporate job, and became a consultant out privately for corporations and businesses and entrepreneurs, things started getting really, really difficult. And I thought I would retire there. I thought I'd be there forever. But I was taking a stand against corruption and discrimination in the company, and things started heating up really, really, really hot. And the universe, looking back later, the universe was making it so that when I left corporate, it will have clearly have shown me that I'm aligning to a new path. The heat was getting so hot because I wasn't leaving on my own that it had to get me to the point where I was ready. I surrendered and I said, whatever you want me to do, I'll do. And that was leaving a corporate career and branching out on my own. So we also see this in relationships. I have many clients who come to me who are dating, not engaged or married yet, but they're in their dating journey, and they have encountered some challenges. Things are starting to get sticky. Things are starting to not be so easy anymore. And a lot of us have learned that you just stick it out, you just keep going, you keep moving forward. And sometimes that's the case when it's a short-term situation. But if it's consistently sticky and consistently getting hard, the universe is telling us it's time to make a different decision. It's time to look at our current environment, our current situation, who we're spending our time with, and it's time to make a different decision for our highest good. So when we experience trauma in our lives, it's the universe helping us to align to the soul contracts that we created to learn certain things in this lifetime, to balance out, karmically balance out previous lifetimes. And it's also to guide us back to our highest path. So if we look at challenging situations with people or challenging circumstances or increased difficulty maybe in work or in partnerships, instead of looking at it as, why is this happening to me? Why is life so hard? Look at it as, why is this happening for me? This is happening for me and for my evolvement. What am I missing? How should I be looking at this situation? And when you ask those questions, instead of, oh my God, why does this keep happening to me? Why does the universe keep doing this to me? When you ask the questions, why is this happening for me? What am I missing? Then the universe will start to bring you the answers. And usually it's to make different decisions to align to your highest path. So I hope this was helpful. I use this every day in my life. And understanding these truths after channeling for a couple of years now, privately, like I've said, for clients, it's helped me to look back at my own traumas in my life with family, friends, and experiences and have so much gratitude for them. Because when I look back at the trauma and when things got difficult, I can see clearly now that the universe was trying to redirect me. But I'm so stubborn and I'm a grinder. I just keep going and I say nothing's too hard for me. I can keep going. And life is not supposed to be that hard. The universe is delivering us situations to help us get back into a joyful path, which is our highest path. So that's how the universe talks to us. Look at the hardships in your life and ask, why are these happening? What is this trying to tell me? And seek answers from that perspective instead of wondering why the universe hates us so much, because it doesn't. The universe is working in our favor. Our higher selves created this path for ourselves. It's working in our favor. We just have to learn how to see the signs. So this is what I do. I channel people's mission and purpose in this lifetime. I also we align their mission and purpose with their business. I also channel for clients who have children to help them understand the contracts between them and their children. It's so enlightening when you can see that maybe the things that your children, the buttons that your children's push, or the wildness, or the introvertiveness, that these things are not only part of who they are as a soul, but it's a soul contract that they've made with you to help you see things in your life that you came here to address or balance or experience to evolve. And I just love when I can look at the Akashic records and pull these soul contracts for people, and just every single time my clients are like mind blown. I can see it so clearly now that my child is wild in this way because we have this soul contract, and now I can accept my child for the wildness and be thankful that when my child is wild, it's because they're triggering something in me that I need to look at, because we have this soul contract. So if you want to know more, you want to work with me, nothing lights me up more than channeling for people. And you can click the link in my bio to learn how to work with me, and also to read and listen to testimonies from clients I've worked with over the last few years. And you can also hear more about my journey from Fortune 100 Vice President, Territory Executive, award-winning sales consultant and process designer, to channeling cosmic beings out of the blue and being visited by spirits, things that I never ever believed in before this started happening a few years ago. And I've been told that this is my mission. My mission and purpose is to combine my successful business background with my spiritual channeling, intuitive psychic gifts to help the collective and help you advance. So I hope to see you soon and have an awesome day.